JT Show, and joining us now, the man himself, Mr. JT Williamson. Afternoon, JT. What's going on, man?
Jordan, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. The question is, how are you doing, sir?
Well, I'm doing pretty good. I just got, I'm actually in the hospital, but that's for a good reason. I got another round of cells today, about 10:30 this morning, and about to eat some lunch, and I'm feeling great. And we're just hoping and praying that these cells are going to get the job done this time, and feel real good about it. Still out here in Houston. I'm in the Anderson in the hospital and taking my third CAR-T, but this one is very promising because it's called CD20 or CAR20A. PBCAR20A is what they call it, which targets a cancer that has CD20 proteins in it, which is what mine has. So we're feeling really good about it today. Of course, won't know for a while what exactly, probably about 2-3 weeks if it's actually worked and done what we needed it to do. But we're feeling really good about it today. And we're praying hard. And I just wanted all the listeners to know what was going on. I hadn't talked to you guys in a while. I'm still out here kicking in Houston, and I'm still fighting hard.
Well, in fact, that's what we just said on the show. Somebody asked for an update, and said, I knew for a fact you were fighting. There wasn't any question about that, because we got an update from another a member of our audience, JT, that had a situation fighting cancer themselves, and so I knew that wasn't a question. So I told the folks, keep the prayers rolling on your behalf, and you know they are. So, and you sound great today, by the way.
I feel great, man. I'm really excited about this particular round of therapy, Gerard. I feel real good about this one. That this one's the one that's going to be the one we've been wanting.
Yeah,
the home run, that we've really been hoping for. And it's all about attitude. That's got a lot to do with it. And not that I've had a bad attitude, but I'm not going to lie to you. I've been up and down, you go up and down with this stuff. It's easy to get discouraged, especially if you're hurting or you don't feel good. But I felt really great since late last week. I feel good this week. I feel a lot better. Especially, I feel better than I did even when I was home weekend before last. So,
wow.
When you feel better, it makes a lot of things, makes your attitude a lot better. And I do feel great today, and I feel good, and I'm excited about it.
That is awesome. So good to hear that. Want to pass on. Mm-hmm. David in West Point says, love you, JT, from Clang of Bells and Swag. Is that an inside deal there, guys? What's that?
He sent me a bell. I collect bells. I actually still have my dad's bell when he was when he was up there. And my wife's daughter her dad went to Mississippi State. He was from Houston, and we have his bell as well. His is very old. It's got a leather handle on it. And it was one of the loudest bells I've ever heard. But we have his as well, and then I have several. I have one that Dr. Keenum gave me years ago.
Yeah.
And then he sent me one as a just kind of a get well, feel better kind of bell, and they're super nice, super rugged. And I know you don't understand this, but they are kind of a collectible thing for bulldog families. They truly are. And I know my daughter has hers that Dr. Keenum gave her.
Yeah.
And it's very they're mementos. They're hand-me-downs.
Sure. Throughout
families. But yeah, that guy does a really good job, and I'm very proud of that one. It sits in my cowbell collection.
That's awesome. Andy in Jackson says JT does sound strong. Wanted to pass that on, and also on the C Spire text line. So good to hear JT praying. Let's see. Darren in Jackson, here's a cooking question there for you, JT. He wants to know what rub you use on a roast before you put it on the smoker.
Oh, for the old beef chuck roast trick?
Yeah.
I can tell you that. That's easy to do. Salt and pepper.
Huh. And that's it?
Absolutely. Yeah, if you want to do it, or you can sweeten it up if you want to do it with barbecue rub. That's a quick and easy way.
Gotcha.
That's a quick and easy way to do if you don't want to wait on the brisket. You know what I'm saying? And you want some pulled beef, take a chuck roast, a good old fatty chuck roast.
Yep.
Cover it with barbecue rub. Put it on the smoker till it about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, till it takes all the pecan wood smoke you can take, and then put it in some apple juice and let it finish braising just like a pot roast till it gets tender. And man, you talk about good.
Well, the smoker handles a lot of the flavoring, doesn't it?
Yeah, and then you use the liquid. The liquid handles and helps with breaking it down, the braising it to where it'll break down that beef.
Yeah.
Even with like a brisket, you'll cook a brisket in the smoke, and then a lot of people will crunch it. They'll wrap it up with some type of juice and let it run till it gets about 200, and that helps break it down. And then you rest it in the cooler until it gets happy.
Got it.
Man, I haven't run a smoker in a long time. It's been a while for that.
Well, we're going to have to get you to do that so you can feed us. I understand you're quite the accomplished cook. So
I enjoy cooking, Gerard. It's kind of a stress reliever.
Yeah.
And my son, here's what's funny, my son has turned out to be an excellent cook. And always, we thought maybe, want to help me. Of course, you know how teenagers are.
Yeah.
They're too busy to do anything like that. But obviously, he was watching from a distance and paying attention because he has become the master. He got him one of those griddles, one of those Blackstone griddles. And he has become quite the master of the Blackstone griddle. And he loves to cook. He loves to make gumbos and creoles and coubillons and all kind of stuff like that.
Yep.
And really happy for him. I'm especially happy for him and his wife. And I do say they both graduated law school this weekend because he's been working hard keeping the household going while his wife was going to law school at the University of Alabama. She finished in the top 5 at the Alabama School of Law, and she graduated Sunday. And she attributed the degree to both him and her. And I'm so proud of both of them, Hillary and J.T. Williamson.
Yep. And
she's going to clerk for a federal judge for about a year and then go to work. She's already got a job waiting for her, so I'm very, very proud of them. And my daughter started a new job today, so I'm proud of her, too.
Oh, wow. Man, that's just all fantastic news. As a parent, as you know, nothing makes you happier than when your kids are happy and set, and nothing stresses you out more than when they're stressed out, got issues. So
that's right.
And I think I say that on behalf of every self-respecting parent. So,
Sure.
Tiffany in Carrollton says, great to hear, JT. Sounds strong, love and prayers. Really sounds like the old JT, that on the C Spire text line from the C662. I'm a Rebel fan, but love you, JT. Praying for you, that also on the 662. So just lots of messages coming in. They all love you, man.
My sister's a Rebel, and I have to love her. So.
Well, we're not all that bad,
I'm just playing, man.
I know you
Come
are.
on.
Oh, man. We had a little discussion earlier, JT, with the chief of police out in Pearl. We got just a couple of minutes here talking about human trafficking. Man, it's a bad thing going on here in Mississippi, and these folks in law enforcement that seek to combat that and just lock these, they're just animals that are doing this stuff, honestly, and get them off the streets. I know,
and we're letting them across the border every day at record amounts right now, thanks to the Biden administration. Human traffickers, drug cartels, they're all involved in the same thing. In fact, the drug cartels have turned to humans because you can reuse them. It's an infinite product where drugs, basically either the person ODs or they're out of it.
Yeah.
So the drugs, that's why human trafficking has become what it's become. And thanks to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and all the Democrats, this is what we're allowing across the border right now. And my wife's telling me to be quiet because I'm in the hospital. Don't want me talking too loud.
And don't even acknowledge it's a problem. That's what kills me. So.
No, she says the problem is in Central America.
Yep.
We need to get to the root of the problem and give them money. Meanwhile, our homeless vets and folks here in America are hurting.
Exactly.
All the people here in America that are hurting, they want to send billions of dollars down into Central America to stop the migration. The migration's because the damn borders are open. That's the problem.
Absolutely. Well, it's fantastic to hear from you, and you sound great, and we love you, and we're praying for you, man.
I just wanted to call you and give you an update, guys. Keep down the fort. Keep the chair warm. I'll be back soon.
You got it. Appreciate it. That's the
Thank
great
you,
J.
Jordan.
Yeah,
See you,
man.
Rhino.
Take care, man.
That's the great
All right,
JT
bye.
Williamson. We'll be